Hi viewers, I want to talk about schwa, which is pronounced Some people will say it sounds like a little burp. I think it sounds like a little cough. Uh, uh. And usually when we talk about schwa, we talk about stressed and unstressed syllables because schwa is found in unstressed syllables. But that gives the idea that English words, and I'm only talking about words, not in sentences, that English words have two stress levels. But that's not true. English words have three stress levels. The first one, the strongest one, is the primary syllable. And there's only one in each word. So a one-syllable word or a seven-syllable word will only have one primary syllable. And that will have a full vowel. Then we have a secondary stress, and we have the weak stress. So secondary is between the strongest and the weakest. Now you'll find schwa in the weakest syllables. But not every word has to have schwa. It has to have a primary syllable, but it does not have to have schwa. So I have made these symbols a long line to represent the primary syllables and a shorter line for the secondary syllables and a little dot for the weak syllables. And I have 4 examples of the 4 combinations with these levels of stress. So the first one, combat. It has the primary syllable on the first syllable, and the second syllable is secondary. So both of these contain a full vowel. There's no schwa. Combat, combat. This one has the primary stress on the first syllable, but the second syllable is weak, and it contains a schwa sound. Carrot, carrot. Of course, we don't have to have the primary stress syllable always the first syllable. It can be a later syllable. So here we have the primary stress on the second syllable, and we have the secondary stress on the first syllable. Transcribe, transcribe. These two have full vowels, but here we have a weak and the strongest primary syllable. Escape, escape. And you can hear the schwa here. Escape. I want you to be aware of these stresses in words because it is important to try to improve your pronunciation of stress. You know, a lot of times I watch international news. Usually the speakers have very good grammar and English, but sometimes they do not have the English stress system. And in those cases, I usually have to turn on the subtitles. So this is a beginning to begin to learn about stress. And this is word stress, not sentence stress. Okay, I want you to look at some words to begin to hear the differences in stress. So I have chosen these words because these words contain weak, primary, weak. So we don't have to listen for the secondary stress. We only have to compare the primary stress and the weak stress. And the weak stress here are both schwa. So when I say these words, it's good to listen to hear how much I go up and down and strong and weak. Because usually, even if people are aware of schwa and primary stress, they may not make it strong enough or different enough to really hear it. So I'm going to read these words so you can listen and hear the big jump in the middle. Alaska, banana, agenda, pajama, gorilla, saliva, vanilla. Could you hear a big difference? There really is a big difference. I'll read them one more time. Alaska, banana, agenda, pajama, gorilla, saliva, vanilla. Thanks for watching, and thanks for learning English.